The state of USC swimming is really good right now. I've been here 5 years, and we've made tremendous strides to move back into the top 5 from where we were 5 years ago. And in large part to some of the Olympic hopeful athletes that we have here going to school right now. They range from athletes like Vladimir Morozov from Russia and Katinka Hosszu from Hungary, our own kids, Haley Anderson from the United States, and so we got a number of athletes that have really helped us bring USC to the forefront of NCAA swimming. We're real excited about it. Well, we've got our own college kids that are still eligible right now for NCAA swimming. As I mentioned, Katinka Hosszu last year was the NCAA record holder, honoree, Honda Award winner. She's got a really solid place in the Olympic plans for a medal this year, I think, in London. She swims the 400 IM, the 200 fly, and the 200 IM, and she's there. She was a world champion in 2009. Had a bit of an off year last year at the World Championships, but she's going to be strong and ready to go in London. So she's a senior this year, but I think she's a strong contender for medals in the 400 IM and 200 fly. On the men's side, one of our young guys, a freshman out of Torrance, California, via Russia, Vladimir Morozov, is going to attempt to make the Russian Olympic team. He wasn't able to get U.S. citizenship soon enough, but he's an up-and-coming sprint freestyle swimmer. Finaled at the NCAA championships in the 50 free and 100 free, and as a freshman, that's pretty tough to do. He was the newcomer of the year with the Pac-12, and he's got a really good shot. It's tough. He'll try to make the relay for the Russian team. 4 years from now, in 2016, I think he'll be a bigger player in international swimming. Haley Anderson is, God, I think she's a sophomore this year. She's actually going to make an attempt to make the Olympic team for the U.S. in the open water swim, 10K swim. So that's going to be coming up here in the next 6 months. And she's been a standout performer at NCAAs in the mile. And we're looking to see if we can't get her out there as well. And then we have some of our former athletes, Soni and Osmaluli. They're actually going to defend their titles in London. Rebecca's going to defend her title in the 200 breaststroke. She'll add the 100 breaststroke as she's the world champion in the 100 breaststroke now. Osmaluli is the defending champion in the 1500 meter freestyle. So he'll be making a second appearance with the intent to win the gold medal again. And so USC will be well represented in London. Well, in the last 2 years since I've been here, we've continued to draw kids from outside the University of Southern California, but actually a lot of Pac-12 kids who have graduated from Stanford and Cal, and they got smart after a while, decided to come down to USC to train with us. That's what I tell them anyway. But I think they've congregated because we've been successful internationally. We were certainly successful in 2008 with the likes of Rebecca and Os, who really were not expected to be gold medalists, in particular the events that they swim, because they were challenging the top athletes of the year right then in the 1500 meter free for Os and the 200 meter breaststroke for Rebecca, and I think that's drawn attention to our program. So again, we probably have about 30 athletes here, postgrads from different universities throughout the country, and we've got a number of athletes or postgrads from around the world that have come here, congregated, trained in our program with intent to be prepared for the Olympic Games in London. So we probably have about 24 realistic contenders for medal performance in London, representing USC and representing other schools. Again, within the Pac-12 and outside the Pac-12. Pac-12 conference can't be beat. SEC is really competitive, but I think every year you look at the performance of the Pac-12 schools at the NCAA championships, and the women's NCAA championships this past year was a great example. First place was Cal, second place happened to be Georgia in the SEC, third place was USC, fourth place was Stanford. Arizona, I think, was in the top 6. So we generally have 3 or 4 teams in the top 8 at the NCAA championship. So it's very, very competitive. We draw the best swimmers out of the world. I think we have some outstanding facilities in our conference that draw the athletes. And we got great education opportunities for kids to come to the Pac-12 and compete both in the classroom and in the pool. So I think we draw athletes because we're very successful.